The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon based on where you're located in the region. And thanks so much for joining today's webcast presented by commercebuild. My name is Ali Ortiz, and I'm the ISV Program Manager here at Sage. Just a few housekeeping items before we get started. The presentation will be around 30 minutes, so we'll have time for questions at the end. So please be sure to enter those on the Q&A panel on your screen, and we will make sure to go through those. The webcast will also be recorded, so we can distribute the recording and a PDF of the slides next week. With that said, I will pass it over to Daniel Saunders from commercebuild to kick off the presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ali. And a huge thank you from the commercebuild team out to Sage for putting this together. Really appreciate all the time and effort that's been put into this. But welcome, everybody. Appreciate you joining. My name is Daniel Saunders, the Sales Director at commercebuild. What we do here is offer e-commerce at an affordable price. We deliver a platform in unique ways that we offer you to save time and money by utilizing us as a e-commerce platform or just a customer view portal platform. We offer that as well. Here's a nice picture of me, my contact information. We are a Sage Tech Partner Plus, which means that not only do we work with Sage, but we really work with all the business partners that are out there today too, really exclusively. So if you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to your Sage rep, but also your business partner as well, and we can schedule later conversations about your unique business and how it applies to how commercebuild can help you. Some of the items that we'll go over today, we'll talk about our solution and the problem that we solve. We'll talk about what e-commerce is and what industries need it. And then we'll go through the benefits of having a customer portal or an e-commerce web store. And we do that by showing you how you can implement, a customer portal for as low as $25 a day. And then we can go through what we've created with actual data numbers that make sense, a customer portal and e-commerce ROI calculator. And then I'll finish it up with a demonstration of some of our customers that are live today and some of the features and functionalities that they currently utilize to help bolster their business into the success that they're having. And then, as Ali mentioned at the end of it, we'll leave some time for Q&A, and happy to answer any of your questions. And yeah, looking to get started. Customer portals and e-commerce really are almost essential nowadays in 2023 and even going into the future of that. The digital world is really evolving, and most individuals today, the first place that they go is not a phone book anymore or anything other than the web to get out there and find companies to do business with. So some of the things that we solve for, we help with e-commerce or portals is drive new revenue. We do reduce recession and inflation concerns. We could talk about that a little bit later in the ROI calculator. You can offer a scalable and grow worldwide with your current company without necessarily adding new bodies or new brick and mortar locations, which obviously lead to increased overhead. It allows you to win more customers, and we do that by maximizing the investment in your ERP that you have already committed to. We do reduce the overall admin cost, and I'll show you some of the things in the demonstration on why that's true. And then overall, we improve the customer's buying experience or just interaction experience, and we do that by giving them the ability to self-serve, which really flows right into reducing customer inquiries. And it doesn't just have to be emails, it could be phone calls as well. That's tying up your sales reps from actually selling and taking care of administrative duties, or your CSR is really helping a complex order or conversation by allowing the customers to take care of some of their more basic needs in a self-service fashion, as mentioned earlier. We'll start off with some pretty easy definitions. What is B2B and B2C e-commerce? And really, what is e-commerce as a whole, right? So e-commerce is the activity of electronically buying and selling products or delivering online services over the internet. B2B is exactly what it says. It's a business-to-business type of interaction, And then a B2C to a D2C is more of where you find the MSRP items and not contract pricing. And yeah, people just randomly finding you out on the web, and then you're able to offer your goods and services up to them in exchange for monetary value. Who needs e-commerce? Well, I've been in e-commerce since 2010, so my my definition of that is I think everybody needs e-commerce. If you have a product or service that you're willing to exchange money for on the open market, well, e-commerce should be really at the forefront of your digital strategy. But what we did here is we broke it down by some of our verticals that we see customers really accelerate their growth with, from chemical companies to distribution and wholesale companies, food and beverage, manufacturing and industrial. And then for those that deal with medical and pharmaceuticals, we can take care of those as well. And that's just another check mark for us, because that means that we've done everything in our technology stack to make sure that we can pass all those real difficult and stringent compliances that are out there, that normally you would have to spend a lot of money out there to piece together a solution that would financially meet the needs of the business and also the compliance requests that are out there. Some of this information that is not created by commercebuild, but some of the stuff that we've grabbed up there from prweb.com and Digital 360. A study of 90% of B2B buyers will turn to a competitor if a supplier's digital channel doesn't meet their needs. So really what that means is your company available when I need them available and how I'd like to do business with them? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to box your customer into one single way to do business with you. You want to be able to offer options, and you want to be able to offer those options not only in a regular Monday through Friday 9 to 5 experience, but nowadays people work at all hours, and in this digital age of being able to transact at all hours of the night, well, this really helps in an e-commerce standpoint to maintain your current customers, really elevate customer experience, which obviously if you take care of your customers, they're going to take care of your company. B2B buyers will pay a premium for great e-commerce experiences. 87% of buyers would pay more for a supplier with an excellent e-commerce portal, up from 81% in 2020 and 74% in 2009. Me personally, I really take home to this one because I do make decisions based off user experience on certain sites. So if there's an extra $1 or $2 or even $20 of something, but I get it faster and I can actually get all the details to me in an expedited fashion, I'll probably do business with that company over having to wait from a 9 to 5, pick up the phone, ask the questions and things of that nature that can take up to 30 to 45 minutes in a normal transaction. By 2025, 75% of all buyers will expect to transact online. I actually think that number is a bit low. I think it's going to be more than that personally, but I'll have to go by what Digital 360 says because they've obviously done all the research for us. Some of the frustrations that we've seen over the years, and well, really what I've seen dealing with other platforms out there selling e-commerce is you get inexpensive or over the budget proposals. You get time-consuming and delayed project plans and platforms that can't do what your business is really required to do. And then you get complex and specialized resources, whether it be multiple teams that need to meet up, have certain conversations about a problem. If you guys work like I do today, getting 2 or 3 companies on a call with multiple individuals is literally like pulling teeth at the dentist in an act of God to get somebody all together at a time that's most convenient to resolve an issue or set particular project plan details out there. We solve for these frustrations really in a multitude of ways. So we offer a customer portal, which is just a view portal of seeing invoices, transaction history, being able to pay open invoices, being able to actually track your order, download documents that are essential to whether it's EOM or end of year, things of that nature. So we can actually build a portal in about 24 hours, which was essential for us during the height of COVID. for us to be able to deliver an online experience in such a small amount of time. Our e-commerce web stores typically take 30 to 60 days for us to build, and then all the way up to the really complicated stores out there can take upwards of 90 days. I haven't really seen a project go past 90 days with us because we have a very dedicated project team that creates an exceptional project experience that everyone can follow along with, so there's nobody left out in the dark whatsoever. We offer a fixed fee implementation, which means that there's not going to be any surprise bills come a month 2 or month 3. Like, we're going to identify what's in the project, what are your requirements, what are the key initiatives that you want to deliver in a digital fashion. We create that project plan and then we implement it. And one of the things that we don't have to do is purchase any third-party integration tools, because our team actually did all the work up front. And we actually seamlessly integrate directly into Sage X3 and Sage 300. And this is really what's phenomenal, because 1, you don't have to pay for that additional third-party integration, and 2, you don't have to manage that additional piece of software in between the cloud application and your ERP. We offer, it's really a plug-and-play type of template in connecting any B2B and B2C store in one centralized platform. So you don't have to have 2 separate stores, one for B2C, one to B2B. It'll all be controlled via login if that's the way that you want to offer it. We offer a elite customer support team that's located on, I think it's 9 continents now. So we have a follow the sun approach for our 24/7 by 365 type of conversations that you need to have if you run into any issues. One thing I'll say with e-commerce is it's not if you'll have a problem, it's when. And with our team that really from a granular level understands Sage X3 and Sage 300 and our platform, which means that when problems do arise, we can get to the resolution a heck of a lot faster than anybody else out there. And we've been in business for the last 16 years, and our experience over 1,000 sites have been completed for us. So that really ties into why we're able to offer that fixed fee implementation, because we understand at the core what needs to be delivered. And then there'll be some add-ons for your unique business on what you would like to describe out on the web for your particular end users. Our B2B customer portal does a few things. So again, we're going to deliver all the relevant information so that your customers can self-serve. What does that do? Well, it reduces calls and emails for your CSRs and your sales reps. It actually delivers real-time inventory statuses that you can deliver to your customers. Your sales reps can actually use our platform to look at that. And you can also have your CSRs work in that capacity as well. It's a self-service platform that's always going to be available. We do offer accurate account management, and that also ties into accurate order statuses, shipment tracking with clickable links. You can offer an online chat, whether it's an AI version or it's a human version or a mixture of both. And then again, like I said, up there for the self-service, they can download important documents, whether they're AR statements, whether they're conformance documents, proof of lading, proof of delivery. All those can be available at the fingertips to your customers. And then at the end of the day, what's most important is getting you paid and making sure that your business runs smoothly. Instead of taking checks in the mail that can get lost with the USPS system now, we can offer your customers the ability to pay open invoices. Here's a little piece of our customer portal ROI calculator. Upon request, we're happy to send this over to you so that you can review yourself, your own personal metrics, and see if it is valuable to have a customer portal through commercebuild. There are real data in there. It's only tracked on 20 days. So we won't count the weekends, obviously, that wouldn't count. So that's why we do that calculation for you on that particular parameter. For your B2B or B2C e-commerce web store, again, it's an easy plug-and-play design. It's an omni-channel style of delivery. We do offer customer-specific catalogs and personalized pricing. You'll get real-time inventory. We offer help with SEO and cross-selling. We do some product customization for you. Again, we do integrate with third-party applications. We have integrated shipping, and all of our searching to be done as efficiently and as effectively as and as fast as possible is handled through Elasticsearch. Here is our e-commerce ROI calculator. So again, available upon request. What I'll do now is I'll show you some live sites so that you can actually take in some of the real data that's actually being delivered to customers out there. So this is one of our customers here, Apex Automation. They do a phenomenal job in the customer portal of that. Before I get you directly into the portal, just to illustrate how easy it is to change between customers. So if you've got a sales rep that's assigned to certain accounts, right? What we want to do is make sure that that sales rep can use the commercebuild platform and easily assume the responsibility of each one of those particular clients, right? So obviously in your Sage ERP, you've got specific customer pricing. Some of you may have specific inventory that certain clients, maybe client A can buy that client B can't buy. And that's a way for your sales reps or CSRs to cycle through the customers so that they can get, one, inventory status updates, they can get actual information to talk on a relevant basis with your customers here. So here in the customer portal page, you can see all kinds of information here. So as far as order numbers, you can filter by and search by a certain order number. You can search by a specific PO. If you want to filter by dates, maybe you just want to look at stuff from last month. And then maybe you just want to see what the statuses of those orders are. Are there orders that are on back order that I need to assess, if they're still processing, or if orders that have been shipped. But some of the information that is really useful in here that Jim uses is really our back order and our split shipment features. And what you can see here is all these clickable links for all of these particular orders here that show that, hey, these orders are being delivered. They can be tracked via major delivery options out there. And then you could separate those items by individual invoices as they ship out, if that's what you choose. You see billing addresses, the payment method. Again, you can use credit card, you can use ACH. We really play well with Paya and Paya Connect. That's where you get extreme automation and a real hands-off experience. But we also integrate with a lot of other payment gateways out there. For more information, just let us know. We're happy to talk through any of that. Here, what Jim does really well is he likes to tell his customers when things are coming in to him so that he can ship those things out. So he provides an exceptional amount of detail. Again, this is that self-service scenario where the more detail that you provide to your customers, the better off they're going to be able to self-serve and give your sales reps those time back to actually go in the field, sell, make those calls to add new customers, and be able to have your CSRs really help those customers in that particular fashion. The other thing that you can do here is pay the open invoices. So under here, he calls it transaction history. And from here, very easy, just click your button that pay open invoices. You can select all the invoices that you want or as less as you want. In certain cases, you can allow your customers to partial pay invoices. The other thing that I think Apex does very well is they offer discounts based off of early pay. So another way you can bolster the cash flow by offering just a little bit of an incentive to get your bills paid. The one thing that I think Tamor does exceptionally well, and one thing that we like to show, is what we call document synchronization. So here, you can actually take anything that's inside of Sage X3, whether it's a conformance document, bill of lading, an invoice that's got a nice pretty letterhead attached to it, and we can give that to your customers to be able to download, file it away, and really do whatever they'd like to do with all of that. So again, we have a very flexible platform. We could do a lot of really great things that mean a whole lot of really good things, and even incorporate some of the nuances that make your company special. In e-commerce, there's always one thing that you guys do that separates you from your competition, and we want to be able to express that in a URL fashion to really set that differentiator from you. Let me get back over here to our webinar here once it gets back. And great. We pride ourselves on customer service. That is one of the biggest things for us out there. And if you'd like to just see some of the wonderful things that our customers are saying about us, please go visit Capterra and G2 and take a look at what people are saying about us. Now, you're probably towards the end of this and you're wondering, well, you've talked a lot of great deals about what commercebuild does, what you can do, and how you can help businesses today. Well, how much do you cost for your services and things? And that really rolls right into our next few slides, which is pricing here. So we have two different pricing models, one for Sage 300 and the other for Sage X3. As you can see here, customer portals start as low as $500 a month. Foundation is where you step into the first e-commerce where you can actually transact online, and then all the way up to the most complicated of sites and ERPs, which you have in the background, up to $2,500 a month. For X3, we have three simple packages. One, customer portal. Again, we like to keep that nice and safe. And then we move into the foundation and the actual enterprise part of it. A good rule of thumb, not always, but a good rule of thumb, because we do charge an implementation fee to connect our services into Sage, and build the site for you as well. Add a 0 on the end of all those SaaS fees, and that's typically our one-time fee for our implementation. Now, we do break that up into multiple invoices, so we're not going to expect you to pay everything all up at once. What we want to do is set these invoices up with project milestones so that we feel that, hey, look, we're getting progress done. You're over here giving us the checks and balances of, did we get this right? Did we do this? And then great, we'll move on to a phase 2. And Ali, I think this gives us to the part of Q&A.
Perfect. Thanks, Daniel. So before we do Q&A, we're going to go ahead and run a poll question. So if everyone can take a few seconds to answer this, I'm going to go ahead and launch it now. So would you be interested in a personalized demo of commercebuild to your organization? Yes, over the next month. Yes, over the next 1 to 3 months. Maybe, but need more time. Not at this time. So if you can please answer this question, I will leave it open for a few more seconds so everyone can get their answers in. All right. And I'm going to close it out in 3, 2, 1. Thanks, everyone who participated. Okay, Daniel. So it looks like as of now, we have one question. And it is, how hard is it to manage pictures of your products? Do you need a version online and an X3?
No, actually not at all. It's actually super easy. If you only want to use Sage as the central point to house all the data, including pictures, that's fine. Once we connect into Sage, we're going to pull that up to the platform. Now, one of the things that we do offer, because Sage is limited on the amount of pictures there, we can offer up to 12 pictures on our platform. So if you want to pull over an initial picture from Sage, that's completely fine. If you want to add more pictures, you can add those on our platform. We go ahead and automatically optimize that picture on our platform. Now, other people out there, man, I've got 10,000 products with pictures. That's going to take forever for us to individually insert those in. Actually, no, we have an import process to be able to do that. In fact, we really like that process to start off because, one, it's clean, it's effective, and then from there we can go into our back end and manage those pictures the way that you'd like to display them up on the web. Yeah, really, really good question. Thank you for that.
All right. And then the next, let's see, and the next question that just came in is, if we already have a website, does it work?
If you already have a website, does it work? So yes, there are certain things that you need to do. So our platform, because it's purposely built for Sage, we will need to have some data flow through our platform to be able to work seamlessly with Sage. So we do have customers today that maybe are on Magento or maybe are on WordPress that are out there, and they put a lot of time and effort into that, and they don't want to just throw away that investment, and that's perfectly fine. What we're able to do is put a clickable hyperlink within that particular site and then get you to our platform in a very seamless manner that doesn't look like you're actually leaving the site whatsoever. So yes, there is ways to take your current site and utilize some features of it. But we really, really like if you use our platform 100%, because we find that you'll have more efficiencies and the overall experience just seems to be a lot more seamless. But there are possibilities to do both. Really good question.
Okay, great. Thank you. And that looks like our only questions for today. So I think that will conclude our webcast. Daniel, thank you so much for walking us through the presentation and demonstration. And to everyone else, thanks so much for joining and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Allie.
Bye-bye.